you get those suckers?
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this!
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
Calma aí, mano. Eu vou ao banheiro rapidão.
Aguarde, por favor.
Voltemos. Uma demora aí, pessoal.
We'll track him to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks. It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color, red as blood. The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Nossa, foi muito sem querer, eu tava só andando.
Ahead of me wanted to do me harm, so I had to face them alone.
Pô, calma aí,
I
mano.
wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
Deixa eu ver por aqui, eu acho. Aqui acho que tinha colecionável, se não me engano. Vem por aqui por cima, cair aqui no bagulho.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends. The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Dinamitaram aqui, pô, que isso? Tá me acertando, velho? Atrás da caixa. Fica essa caixa em nada, né? Tentei tacar ali pelo buraco. Ah tá, pensei que você ia ficar vivo com 2 tiros na cara em cada olho. Amigo, vou morrer.
And my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen. Point being, I was under serious attack. But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view.
Ele tá narrando? Tipo assim, o atual ele tá contando essa história numa mesa de bar. E tipo, conforme ele vai narrando, vai brotando as coisas, tá ligado? Ele deu o cal, você não percebeu. O cara que tá falando de fundo, ele falou assim, ah, como se uma casa tivesse se materializado e aí brotou a casa. Já aconteceu isso diversas vezes antes também.
But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
Como não, mano?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running through the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve? So I just started walking, and pretty soon
Tá vendo que o cara tá dormindo no papo furado dele?
Steve? Steve?
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
E aí ele fala, índios me cercaram. Eu não tava contra bandidos. Eu vou dar aqui, ó, nesse negócio, né?
Indians?
Aí,
There
ó.
were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
O mais legal desse jogo é a narração.
That's
dele.
right. See, Steve?
Não é nem o tiroteio. O tiroteio é bem bacana,
No,
mas a
I'm
narração dele é
listening.
muito boa.
I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
Bounty hunters! Stop that son of a bitch!
Errei.
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what.
Cadê o outro maluco?
What's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Somebody kill that son of a bitch! Kill Greaves! Bury him! Kill that bounty hunter!
É um cara com shield. Só um tiro de 12, tá legal? Para!
I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them. And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps?
Guess it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board. It was then that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high, and those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
The double kill.
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Okay.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm
Eu tô
stubborn
derrubando
as
essa bala
hell.
na cara desse maluco. Eu não consigo usar o coisa.
Sorry, son of a bitch!
Right about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit.
Esse aqui é Abigail. Eu lembro que tinha, acho que aqui, se não me engano, já tinha... Spoilers. Foi amigo. É aqui.
It turned out that they had me.
Take him out! I'm sending you to hell!
Lembra aqueles caras que vieram junto comigo, os vigilantes?
The Daltons had played me
Not so
like a
tough after
fiddle.
all, is he?
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a
It
challenge.
was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
You're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed to. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God.
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr.
degrees? I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. It was time to settle this once and for all.
Anybody else?
And Grad weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together.
Ficou 2 pontos.
Two
Mano.
brothers side by side, determined
Essa
to take
é o
me
primeiro
down.
duelo que vem.
Confident that this time the odds
Ainda
were
bem.
on their
Se
side.
não me engano é o de trás que puxou primeiro. Nunca lembro quem que puxou primeiro. Eu tenho que matar os dois pra sair. Continuar o barulho. Foi mais rápido. Deu double kill, né? Eu ia conseguir puxar pra matar o outro. Olha que essa parte é um saco, velho.
They got it wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later, he moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.